Hello everyone, on this video I'm going to be talking about Beowulf. I've always been a pretty big Beowulf fan. I think I was in the 8th grade when I first read it. Ever since then I've just been a huge Beowulf fan. The writing can be a little hard to understand stuff, but I was always able to get past the poetic and flowery writing and prose and stuff. So I always, enjoyed it at its essence, a badass hero's tale, basically. Nobody really knows when it was originally written. It's probably the oldest poem or story that has survived to the modern age written in Anglo-Saxon. So that's very important to the English language and English literature. So it's very important for that also, and for also being a badass story. They think it was written probably between the year 700 and the year 1000, so yeah, probably by a monk, I guess, living in England. The story though itself takes place probably around the year 500, and involves a hero from Geatland, which was a part of Sweden before the Swedes conquered the Geats and made it Sweden. So Sweden was made up of a couple of different tribes and stuff at the time, and Beowulf was a Geat who came to the rescue of King Hrothgar, who lived in Denmark. He was having trouble with a certain monster named Grendel, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I'm just a big fan of the story and stuff, the character. And I guess Seamus Heaney did the best translation for it. This is really good. I love the cover too. It's got that chainmail stuff. Really cool. But tons of other authors have done their translations of it. I think even J.R.R. Tolkien did one. So yeah. The cool thing about this version is, let's see, on the right page is English, or modern English, and on the left page is Old English, Anglo-Saxon, so that's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, Anglo-Saxon is fucking weird. A little hard to see where the hell English came out of that. There's some other great Beowulf books and stuff, like Gareth Hines did this graphic novel, which is excellent. I love the artwork in it. And he actually takes some excerpts from the story. So whenever somebody's saying something that's actually from, Beowulf, he didn't like put it in really any modern writing. So it's the artwork is great. I mean, you can see that there's Grendel and Beowulf getting it on. So the artwork in it is amazing. So I would definitely recommend Gareth Hines' Beowulf. And this was the first Beowulf, first version, I guess you could say, I ever read. And I read a lot. Very cool artwork in this one. And yeah, this is what got me into Beowulf way back in the day, like the year 2001, I think. That's when I read this. So yeah, I owe this a lot for getting me into the story and the character, and really maybe even into Norse mythology. Yeah, I guess that and the video game Rune owe a lot to those two. And it was a pretty good art book done by John Howe. He's famous for doing Lord of the Rings artwork. He did this little art book that's pretty badass. A lot of good paintings and stuff in there. And again, it's retold and by a different guy, but it's basically still the same Beowulf text. And there's a little I guess kid version of Beowulf I got for Christmas a couple of years ago. I kind of liked collecting Beowulf books for a little while, tried to get all the ones I could get my hands on, basically. I just love the story, love the characters, and love the art, love the artwork. So yeah, I'm always curious to see different people's interpretations of the story and the character. Do the same thing with the Iliad too. There's a lot of cool art books and that stuff for it. Unfortunately, there hasn't really been a badass movie on Beowulf, or really even a badass video game. I mean, I like the what was that, 2007 Robert Zemeckis one. I thought it was pretty good, but it wasn't. It deviated quite extremely from the original story. But it was still pretty good. And the only Beowulf game I know of is the one that was based on the movie, so it was all right. Got a couple of bloodlust moments going on, but yeah, nobody's really done a authentic, true to story, true to character Beowulf movie or game. But Beowulf's been around for over 1,000 years now, so it will continue to be around, and hopefully somebody can do a good movie on it or a video game. So yeah, naturally, if you haven't read Beowulf, you might want to give it a shot. I always enjoyed it.